Hello dear students, this is the revision video for Unit Test 2 of your subject English. It's going to be a very short video which will be to the point. So let's start with it. First of all, the portion for your unit test. It consists of two units. Unit 2 Amazing Animals and Unit 3 Water Water Everywhere. Now your paper style for this unit test is going to be question 1, give meanings for 4 marks. 4 words will be given and you will have to write their meanings, 1 mark each. Question 2 is answer the following questions for 8 marks. 4 questions will be given which carries 2 marks each. And then question 3, read the passage and answer the exercises that follow. Now this is going to be an unseen passage. It will be like reading comprehension. A passage is given or a picture is given. You have to read, understand that, and below that questions will be asked or certain exercises will be given. You will have to answer that. So that is of 8 marks. Now let's revise the meanings. The question will be asked from these given words only. Growl. To make a low noise in the throat to show anger or to give a warning. Howl. To make a long loud sound. Students, if you get confused between these two, remember like growl. When you are making that noise, you are like grrr, and howl. It's the way wolves or dogs like howl. That's the way. So it will be easy to remember like that. Then drill. To teach somebody by making him or her repeat something many times. This word is showing the exact meaning in the textbook, like not the drilling machine that we use. Then march. Again, you cannot just write it's the month of the calendar, but you will have to write this meaning. To walk with regular steps like a soldier. Then buzz. Make a low, continuous humming sound, not Asthagel's buzz. Flutter. Flap its wings quickly and lightly. Extinct, no longer existing. Endangered, in danger of disappearing from the world. Savanna, a grassy plain with few trees. Peat bog, wet, spongy ground of decomposing vegetation. Wetlands, land or areas that are covered often occasionally with shallow water or have soil soaked with moisture. Burrows, make a hole or tunnel, typically for use as a dwelling. Stout, fat, strong. Limbs, legs or arms. Snout, the long nose of certain animals. Knob, lump. Shovel, a tool used for picking up and moving earth, snow, sand, etc. Webbed, having pieces of skin between the toes. Enormous, huge. Bison, a large wild animal that looks like a cow with long curved horns. Badger, an animal with black and white lines on its head that lives in holes in the ground and comes out at night. Puddle, a small pool of liquid, especially of rainwater on the ground. Hose, a flexible tube conveying water used chiefly for watering plants and in firefighting. Now let's start. Answer the following questions. This will be your question 2. From the given questions, any 4 questions will be asked for 2 marks each. What were the animals and birds quarreling about? The animals and birds were quarreling about who was the smartest and the strongest. What did the lion do to prepare the animals for the battle? The lion called all the animals together and gave them a drill for practice and gave them a lot of good food. What was Lion's plan? Lion had planned to make Captain Fox his signal. On the battlefield he would whisper in the fox's ear when it was time to fight. The fox would then put up his long tail to signal all the animals to attack the birds. How did the birds win the battle? The birds won the battle without fighting at all. When the fox put up his tail to signal the animals to attack, the parrot told the bee to sting the fox's tail. The bee stung him thrice. The fox forgot all about the signal, jumped, shouted, and ran in circles after his injured tail. Finally, he tucked his tail between his legs and ran away. The other animals got confused and ran after him. As the animals ran away from the battlefield, the birds won the battle. Which parts of the frog are carefully described? The carefully described parts of frog are limbs, head, snout, feet, eyes, mouth, tongue, skin. What are the different names of the frog in the passage? The different names of the frog are the purple frog, the Indian purple frog, and the pig-nosed frog. What characters have been mentioned in the story? The characters mentioned in the story are Vijay, his mother, and his cousin Rajesh. In what ways did Vijay like to play with water? Vijay liked to play with water in many ways. He liked to fill up a big tub with water and play with his toy boat in there. He liked to make big mud puddles in the garden and pretend it was a lake. He liked to open the hose and splash his friends when they walked by. When Vijay did not listen to his mother, what did she do? When Vijay did not listen to his mother, she decided to take him with her to visit her brother, who stayed in a small village. How can we use water wisely? Here are some examples of ways to use water wisely. We can use a glass of water for brushing our teeth. We can take a bath with very small amount of water in a bucket. We can save the water used for washing clothes to be used again later. The poem says, I dip my cupped hands, I drink a long time. It tastes like stone, leaves, fire. What tastes like stone, leaves, and fire? The water at Blackwater Pond tastes like stone, leaves, and fire. The poem says, it falls cold into my body, waking the bones. I hear them deep inside me, whispering. What wakes up in the poem, and what do they say when they wake up? The bones wake up in the poem and they whisper, oh, what is that beautiful thing that just happened? Question 3 is going to be reading comprehension, and that passage will not be from your textbook. It will be from anywhere. So for that you do not have to prepare anything right now. You just have to read without a hurry. You have to understand what's given in the passage and then answer the questions given below it. So that's it. If you watch this video 2 or 3 times, I guess enough revision has been done and you will score well. But even without that, it's going to be very easy paper, so don't worry. Just relax, enjoy, and all the best.